Well, people loved that guy because that guy gave them a drug, and that drug was excitement. Like you turn on the TV, like, oh shit, here we go, Michael Spinks, Mike Tyson, here we go, and boom, oh! That's what people wanted. They wanted that excitement. They knew some crazy shit was about to go down. Unpredictable. No one knows what's going to happen in a fight. Is it going to be a right or a left? Is he going to move right? Is he going to move left? How's it going to work out? You don't know. How long can Spinks last? You don't know. And everybody was excited. And that's what you brought people. You brought people this chaotic moment. You slapped down the money in the pay-per-view, you got out your popcorn, and you waited for the rush of excitement.
Those are crazy days.
Crazy days.
Crazy.
I mean, I hate to keep bringing your head back to that, but just for me, as a kid growing up during that time, it was a big part of my becoming an adult.
You realize how insignificant you are sometimes without your ego.
Yes.
You realize, wow, you're not really much that you really thought you were.
Yeah, you are and you aren't. Obviously, you are in everyday life. I mean, you go places, you have a dramatic effect on people. You mean a lot. You mean a lot to the people that you love and that love you. But we all do, and it's all relative. No one is irreplaceable, but everyone is special to someone or something, and at least to themselves. But we're all the same. We're all a part of this weird, crazy, gigantic organism that's the human race. Yeah, obviously I never went through anything like the level that you went through, but for these full contact Taekwondo fights, I was always scared. And but I was scared before that. I was bullied. I moved around a lot. I was a little kid. I was never very big. And we moved from New Jersey to San Francisco when I was 7, from San Francisco to Florida when I was 11, Florida to Boston when I was 14 or 13. So it's just always moving to new schools, always dealing with new kids, and I wasn't big, and I didn't know how to fight, and I got picked on, and I didn't like it. So I said, I want to figure out how to fight. And so I started getting into martial arts, and I just became obsessed with it. I did it every day. I started teaching. I was teaching at Boston University. When you were first coming up, and when you were first, when you were Kid Dynamite on Sports Illustrated, I'll never forget that, man. That your era from the 80s, the late 80s, that era, it was a big part of my youth. You being the champ, it was a change of things. Because when Larry Holmes was the champ, as a boxing fan, I loved Larry Holmes. You were 19 years old, right? When you came around, all of a sudden, everybody's watching heavyweight boxing. If heavyweight boxing wasn't boring again, it was the most crazy, exciting thing in sports. But watching someone like you talk about your life is beneficial for people because you learn how you can overcome these experiences, how bad things can be for you. You learn how bad you can fuck up, and people need to see shit like that. It's good for civilization. It's good for our culture. I think so. And plus, a guy like you, who was, like I said, when I was a kid, you were the fucking man. To have a guy like you be self-deprecating, explaining, and laughing about things, it makes it sinks in more. What's more extreme other than a soldier? Those are the only people that live a more extreme life. First responders, soldiers, firemen, police officers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're seeing death and violence every day. Other than them, you probably live the most extreme life ever.
No, but the guy that do get into the guy you talk about, the veterans and stuff.
Yeah.
They be telling me weird stuff.
I think that could be a great benefit to a lot of our veterans.
I believe that 100% too. I don't know why they don't want to dabble in this stuff.
You could abuse any tool there is. You could take a hammer and hit yourself in the head if you're stupid. You could abuse anything, but you could also use it build yourself a beautiful house. And with cannabis, you could use it to makes you a nicer person. It does. Makes you more. I feel more vulnerable.